Hi students, today we are going to discuss about complex numbers. Okay, so complex number. See here, you have the dot. Then we have natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, real numbers. Yes, okay. This already you know all these numbers. What is the need of learning complex numbers? Which? What is the need of learning complex numbers? You have the doubt. So why? Let us see. Okay. See, first my question is solve the equation. Solve the equation x square plus 1 is equal to 0. How to solve? Just write x square is equal to minus 1. So which x value satisfies this equation? That is our solution. Yes. Now can you say that what is the solution of this equation? Yes. Nobody? See what is the solution? So you know that x belongs to R. If you take any real number, so if you do the square, are you getting negative number? No. Yes. See, if you take any real number x, either positive or negative or whatever real number if you take, if you do the square, always you should get positive number. Yes. That is the square of any real number is positive number. So what you understand? So there is no real solution. Means here what you understand? Real numbers are insufficient. Real numbers are insufficient. Still we have to learn some more numbers that are complex numbers. Means let us see. One of the mathematician introduced that see x square equal to minus 1 means what is x? Under root minus 1. Otherwise plus or minus under root minus 1. So one of the mathematician, this root minus 1 is, it is denoted by the symbol I. What is denoted? By the symbol I, and the I is called as iota. We have to denoted I symbol, but this is called imaginary number, imaginary root of this equation. So, but we pronounce it as a iota. Okay? Just we simply call I. Okay. See now I am saying that x is equal to plus or minus I. See it is quadratic equation means how many solutions it have? Two solutions. What is that? One is plus I, another one is minus I. This is called imaginary roots. You know root means solution. Imaginary roots are imaginary roots of the quadratic equation x square plus 1 is equal to 0. So now what is the solution of x square plus 1 is equal to 0 here? X is equal to plus or minus I. This is what imaginary roots. So this is not real solution. This is a complex solution. So not only this, suppose you have another problem. X square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. How to do the it is quadratic equation. How to find the solution of this equation? Minus b plus a. So you know the formula, that is what? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. What is solution for this? Minus b plus r minus under root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So by using this formula, we can find the solution of this equation. What happened here? Minus 1 plus r minus under root b square means 1 minus 4ac means 4 by 2a. So you have that minus 1 plus or minus 3 by 2. So in under root you are getting negative here. So here also it is not a real solution. In the real number this is does not exist. Is it a real number? No, does not belongs to us. So there is no real solution. So that's why this is also we have the imaginary roots. So now finally what happened? The real numbers are insufficient to find the roots of some quadratic equations. So to solve some equations, real numbers are not sufficient. There is no real solution. Still we have to learn some more numbers. That is complex numbers. That's why we need of learning the complex numbers. Okay, let us see now. First one is general form of complex number. So what is the general standard form of complex number? How it is looking like? So today class I want to discuss the basic information of complex numbers. Okay, so generally the complex numbers are denoted by J. It is in the form of A plus IB. How to denote? A plus IB, where A comma B R belongs to what? R means what? Real numbers. So here A is the real number, B is also real number. Now what I am saying that real part of Z is denoted by is equal to A. It is denoted by like this. So for example, next imaginary part of Z is for B. It is denoted by like this, imaginary of Z. What you understand here? The real part of that complex number and imaginary part of the complex number, both are real numbers, but you can observe here, it is imaginary part. So whenever imaginary part of Z means only B, not IB. You don't write IB here, only have to write B. So B is a real number, but we can say that imaginary part. With the coefficient of I, we can say that here imaginary part, but B is a real number. Example, let us see that. For example, I am saying that Z is equal to 2 plus I3. Here I am saying that real part of Z is 2. The imaginary part of Z is 3. Means what? 2 is a real number, 3 is also real number, but 3 I am saying that imaginary part of that complex. So this is a general form of the complex number. Okay. Now what I am saying that here this complex numbers is definition. So is also written, one of these mathematicians saying that a complex number is in the form of ordered pair of real numbers. What I am saying that the complex number is defined as the set of this C. Complex number is defined as C, and it is a set of ordered pairs of real numbers, that is A comma B, such that A belongs to A comma B are both are real numbers. It is also equivalent to R cross R, because that first component is belongs to R, the second component is also belongs to R, so it is R cross R. It is ordered pair. Okay, you have to know. You already discussed ordered pair means you know that. See, what I am saying that every complex number A plus IB written in the form of ordered pair of A comma B. Both are same representation. So, what is the definition of the complex number? It is defined also as the set of all the real ordered pair of real numbers. Complex number is also a set of or ordered pair of real numbers. For example, here 2 plus I3, this is written as ordered pair 2 comma 3. What is 2 here? Real number. 3 also real number. This is what it is. So it is a complex number. Complex number means A plus IB. Not only A plus IB, it is also written ordered pair of A comma B, means the real part is A, imaginary part is 3. So both are representation is same here. So why? What is the reason? Let us see. Geometrical I want to discuss. Here let us see. Sorry. What I am saying, it is what x-axis also called real axis. It is y-axis, we can also say imaginary axis. So any complex number Z is equal to A plus IB. Now this, what I am saying, this complex number also represent in the ordered pair A comma B. See, A is what? Real part. B is what? Imaginary part. Real part is on the real axis. Suppose here the point is origin. Here the point is A. Here the point is B. Okay. So now Let us see. Okay, what is the length here? A. What is the length here? B. So now this already you know. Means what you understand here? Complex number is nothing but represent a point in the complex plane. This is called complex plane or this is called orgone plane. Okay, complex plane or orgone plane. Okay, in this plane, so what you understand? Complex number represents a point. Okay, in the complex plane. Here A represents what? On the real part. It is represented on real axis. B represents what? On the imaginary axis. So like just you know that, for example 2 comma 3, just simple. So I am denoting here what is the right here. Let us say 0 1 2. Next here we can say 0 1 2. Here B is equal to what? 3. So 1 2 3 are 1 to real or imaginary axis in the complex plane. It is denoted by 2 comma 3. So just I am saying to for understanding purpose what is complex number. In the complex plane it represents a point in the orgone plane or in the complex plane. Okay. So this is the basic information. Next. Next let us discuss equality of two complex numbers. When we say that two numbers are equal, okay? Equality. Equality of two complex numbers. So what is equality? When we say that two numbers are equal here, see, for example, Z1 is equal to A comma B, Z2 is equal to C comma D. So Z1 is equal to Z2 if when A is equal to C and B is equal to D. Means what? The real parts equal as well as the real parts are equal as well as the imaginary parts are equal, then only we can say that the two complex numbers are equal. Okay, this is our next point. Okay, next. What about inequality? Is it possible in the complex number? Inequality? No. Why? See, in the real numbers, inequality is possible. For example, 8 is less than what? 9, something like 2 is less than 4. You know that. You can compare in the real numbers. But in the complex numbers, inequality not possible, does not exist because complex numbers are represented point in the complex plane. So we cannot compare one point to another point. Okay, greater or less is not inequality, not possible. Only we can say about equality when these two complex numbers are equal, if that real parts are equal as well as the imaginary parts also equal, then we can say that the two complex numbers are equal. Okay, next we will discuss the some basic operations, the main general operation. So before going to that, z is equal to a plus IBR a comma b. See, when we say that it is real and when we say that it is imaginary, real means what? If b is equal to 0, what happens at a? A is what? Real number. Okay, so this is called purely real number. For example, if a is equal to 0 means z is equal to ib. This is called purely imaginary numbers. In this case, a is equal to 0 but b not equal to 0. Here b not equal to 0. Okay, then z is equal to what? ib. It is called purely imaginary numbers. Okay, so I'm saying that every real number is next. So what I conclusion from the above part? Every real number is a complex number. Every real number is a complex number. How? For example, 8. 8 can be written as 8 plus I into 0. Means what? 8 is a real number, is also a complex number because that 8 can be written in the form of 8 plus I into 0. It is written in the form of a plus ib form. So what I am saying that every real number is a complex number. So can I say that all real numbers are complex numbers? Yes. So can I, the final conclusion is real numbers are subset of complex numbers. Real numbers are subset of complex numbers. This is my one of the point, because every real number is written in the form of a plus ib form, but here imaginary part is 0. Imaginary part is what? 0. So all the real numbers are subset of complex number, because every real number it is written in the form of complex number having imaginary part is 0. In imaginary part is 0. Now see, my next point is, for example, you have the doubt, every complex number a plus ib written in the form of ordered pair a comma b. How to write 8 then? 8, 8 comma 0. How to write I? How to write I? Anybody? How I means 0 plus I into 1. Can I write like that? Both are same, no? 0 plus I into 1. What is the real part? 0. What is the imaginary part? Is 1. So I is written in the form of what? 0 comma 1. Both are same. So here I is equal to ordered pair 0 comma 1 is a complex number. 1 means what? 1 plus I into 0. What is the real part here? 1. What is the imaginary part here? 0. Don't confuse. 1 comma 0 means 1. 0 comma 1 means I. Okay. So can I say that I is equal to under root minus 1. Just now we discussed. What about I square? What about I square? Minus 1. What about I square? Minus 1. So I is the imaginary value, but I square is real value. I square is what? Real number. So I is the imaginary, but I square value is real number. I square is squaring on both sides. We are getting what? Minus 1. So minus 1 is a real number now. Okay. So see this. Don't confuse here. So how to write in this, what I am discussing, how to write every complex number in ordered pair form. Okay. So what is the relation? What is meaning of complex number? What is the equality, and what is is it inequality possible or not? So those things we discussed in the basic concepts. Next, let us see some basic operations, algebraic operations of the two complex numbers. Algebraic operations. Algebraic operations means what? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. See, you know already. In the real numbers, you know addition, what, how to do subtraction, how to do multiplication. Like real numbers, in the complex numbers also we have the basic operations, addition, subtraction. But how to do, what are that we have to discuss now. So first one is what? Addition. Addition of the two complex numbers. See, first of all, let us say Z1 is equal to A comma B. Next, Z2 is equal to C comma D, or A plus IB or C plus ID. Now what I am doing, Z1 plus Z2 addition denoted by plus now. So what I am doing, A comma B plus C comma D. See here, A plus C, B plus D. I am adding the real parts and adding the imaginary parts. Real parts I am adding and imaginary. So just nothing here. This is what? Addition of two complex. Similarly, we do subtraction. Subtraction means difference. So what is the subtraction here? Z1 minus Z2. What? A comma B minus C comma D. What you will do? Subtracting the real parts, subtracting the imaginary parts. So subtraction. What's the negative of a complex number? Negative of some z is equal to ab. What is the negative of z equal to ab? Is denoted by minus j. Negative of the complex number denoted by minus z. Nothing but multiply with minus for both component. First component as well as second. So these are some basic operations. Not only this, we also do that multiplication. So how to do multiplication of the two complex numbers here. Multiplication of two complex numbers. Multiplication of z1 is equal to a comma b and z2 is equal to c comma d. Okay. So how to do z1 into z2 multiply. So a comma b into c comma d. So what is the resultant? What is the solution for a comma b into c comma d here? AC minus BD comma AD plus BC. So what will do? AC minus BD AD plus BC. So otherwise you can also do simplification like this. How to do simplification? So already I told you that Z1 into Z2 is equal a comma b written as a plus ib complex form, a plus ib form, not only ordered form, c plus ib. So how to do here? Multiplication, general multiplication. How to do here? AC, next AID, IAD, next IBC, next IB into IB. See, IB into ID means here AIAC, AID, IBC, IBD. I into I square. I square value already told you minus 1. Na? So minus 1 into BD. Since I square is equal to minus 1. Just now it is. So now finally what happened here? AC minus BD. I common. AD plus B. This is complex number, na? Like A plus IB form. So how to write in the ordered pair form? AC minus BD, comma AD plus B. So in this way also you can simplify to get the multiplication of two complex numbers. Next, now you can see some examples. So for example, Z1 is equal to 2 comma 3, Z2 is equal to 4 comma 5. How to do Z1 plus Z2? Now tell me the answer. Just now I discussed 2 plus 4. Next 3 plus 5. That's why. So 2 plus 4 means 6. 3 plus 5 means 8. So same thing you can do Z1 minus Z2 now. Z1 minus Z2. 2 minus 4. 3 minus 5. See, 2 minus 4 minus 2. 3 minus 5 minus 2. Is it? So what is Z1 into Z2? Anybody else? Z1 into Z2 means 2 comma 3 into 4 comma 5. So what I told you? AC plus BD, AD plus BC, like that. AC plus AC minus BD means what? 2 into 4 here. AC means what? 2 into 4, 8 minus 3 into 5, 15. Next AD. Okay, AD means what here? 2 into 5, 10. Next plus BC means 3 into 4, 12. So 8 minus 15, how much? Minus 7. So minus 7. Next 10 plus 12. What is the answer here? 22. Simple. So by using AC, AD minus BC, next one is what? Here, AC. So what is the final answer here? AD plus BC. Okay, let us see. So this is what addition, subtraction, multiplication. For example, negative of the Z1 means minus Z1. How to do? Minus Z1 is equal minus 2 and minus 1. So these are some basic operations what I told you up to now. So some simple example problem. Okay, so still some more we have to discuss in the next class. This is very interesting topic. So go on once again. Okay, thank you very much.